Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Ooh, I gotta fix that angle. Welcome back to my channel, guys. This is awkward. This is awkward. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, first of all. I know this probably will not be my first video of the new year, depending on how long it takes me to edit this, because I mean, I'm just lazy. But if any of you guys have followed me throughout my YouTube career, which hasn't really been much considering I stopped doing it for like a really long time, you would know that I started my album collection not too long ago. I don't remember when I uploaded my first like video, not those videos, but like when I actually started being like more serious about YouTube. Oh, I dyed my hair and there's dye in my hands, cool. But like my first video as like, I guess like a K-pop YouTuber, because I mean, I guess that's what I mostly do now. Yeah, it's been about 2 years since I started my collection. I mean, I've been into K-pop since like 2007 to 2010-ish, so it's been like 10-ish years, but like I didn't start collecting albums until I had my own, I guess, like income, I guess, or like I guess when I started college. But anyways, I have like, I don't know the exact amount of albums because I have not counted yet, but I have, I'd say easily over 100. I'll leave the exact number right here somewhere, but I've kind of slowed down on my collecting mostly because I have other things I should be spending my money on. And so before I start getting into this and showing you guys what albums I have, I do want to leave a fat disclaimer. I'm not doing this to brag or anything. It's more for like a personal thing. I want to see my own collection because I don't really look at it, because I mean, I'd say pretty much like all my albums stay here in my house while I'm away at college. And yeah, I mean, even like when I tend to buy albums and then have them sent to me at college, and then when I come home I bring all the albums back. I'm not gonna show you guys my photo cards either, mostly because I don't have them with me here, but I plan on doing a separate video for that separately. Yeah, this is in no way to brag. I just want to show you guys my collection because a lot of people are really curious, and like I said, it just stays in my room all day and nobody looks at it, so I want to show people it. Yeah, there's a lot, so I'm just gonna get right to it. I'm gonna start with boy groups, my ults, and then I guess just like assorted albums, and then I'll go to girl groups and kind of do the same thing. But I'll leave like the timestamp in the description where the boy groups start and then where the girl groups start. But yeah, one more thing, I will be selling some of these albums because I am trying to downsize and only collect groups that like I really stan, or like I really like the album or comeback or whatever, which all these albums I do own for the most part. I did like the album or the group or anything, but like I said, I have other things I'd like to be spending my money on, like I mean, for example, going to Korea this year. And yeah, so I will leave a link to my Twitter selling thread below and my Instagram account, which my selling and trading account is always linked below, but yeah, I'll just leave links to everything below and you guys can check it out. And if you're interested in anything, yeah, let's get right to it. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the boys. They are my ult group alongside BTS, ONEUS, and Golden Child, for boy groups at least. So I have the first, I have both versions of the first. I'm not gonna open them up just because that'll be a lot of work, but there's unboxings, and if you want unboxings of any of these, I could always do that. Yeah, so have both versions of the first. So I have all three versions of the start. So these are the two regular versions, and then I have the limited version, which the biggest shout out to Dean. He gave this one to me for free. This was like the sweetest thing ever because this album is so hard to find now, especially for like Dobies. Like I'd say the average price for this is like 300 right now. I don't know, but it's really hard to find and have it one of my most prized possessions. I have both versions of the sphere, so like right here, this one's so pretty. And then I have all three versions of No Air. That one's called the Only. Yeah, this one's super pretty too. Oh, I love the albums with the holographic on it. And I also have the Off Air version, which is the limited version. So pretty. Both of Bloom Bloom, which if you guys haven't seen my 2019 faves, was my favorite comeback of 2019. My favorite The Boys title. It's just one of my favorite songs. It's so pretty. Oh, I love it. I have the other two versions of Dreamlike on the way. I'm still waiting for my fan slots to get shipped, which is taking a really long time and it's really annoying, but whatever. It'll get to me eventually, but for now, I just have the DIY version, which was like the limited version. I'm not really sure how limited this one is and the off-air version of No Air is, because I think these are still in stock, but I just know that the Start isn't in stock anymore for the limited version, but yeah. And then also for the boys, last but not least, I have their Japanese album, Tattoo, and this one I actually have I guess it's the normal version, but it comes with the Younghoon CD. Love that for me, love that for me. Yeah, so I mean, as far as albums, that's what I have for the boys. I mean, it's pretty much their entire discography minus the two versions of Daydream, the two versions of Dreamlike that I'm missing, and then I also have their first light stick. It's really sad, but I really need to get the Sphere light stick, so if anybody is selling the Sphere light stick, let me know. On top of that, I also have my Dobie kit, which I'm not gonna pick up because I'm too lazy. Yeah, that's the first gen Dobie kit, and then I already bought the second gen Dobie kit. That one won't be here for a while. Hopefully that one comes faster than this one, but next up is BTS. I don't collect all their albums. What I've been doing is I've collected from Love Yourself era on, I guess, and then like other various albums that I did like. The main reason I don't collect BTS is just because I'm too lazy, and I decided very shortly along the way, I think around the time Map of the Soul came out, that I didn't need to collect all their albums, especially if they're going to be releasing like these 4-version albums for the newer ones, and then their older ones don't really come with photo cards, and kind of anal about photo cards, so I don't know, sue me. But I have Dark and Wild, which is probably my favorite BTS album out of all of them. Why am I out of breath? Oh my god. I have The Most Beautiful Moment in Life Part 2, right? I don't know. I'm not even gonna try to say it in Korean because you guys will make fun of me. But yeah, I just have this one version of it. Have You Never Walk Alone, which is probably my other favorite BTS album of all time. Bought the pink version because it's pink. I want to get the turquoise version, but I've just been too cheap and it's not at the top of my priority. And then I have all of the Love Yourself series, except I don't have Tier R version. It's just not at the top of my priority list. It does kind of bug me that it's not complete, but like whatever. I'm waiting for, I always go to Target and look at their albums, and if they have the R version, I'll buy it, but if they haven't had it yet, so I just have decided to hold on to my money. But have all 4 versions of Her. Like I just said, the 3 versions of Tear, missing R. I have all 4 versions of Answer. So yeah, my albums spell out Love You Self. And then I have all 4 versions of Map of the Soul Persona. So pretty, like probably my favorite set of albums I own because they're all pink. Love it, love it. And then I have BTS World, which I'm like, still don't know why I bought it. I don't know, it's cute, but like, I bought it because it's BTS, let's be honest. Yeah. On top of that, I have my BTS light stick. I'm holding it upside down. Yeah, I am. But yeah, it has like a Yoongi decal on it. I have this. I really want to like sequin it. I saw some girl put like black crystals all over it to match Yoongi's microphone, and I really want to do it, but I'm just really lazy and I'm scared it's gonna come out ugly and then I'm gonna have to buy another one because I ruined this one. Yeah. On top of that, I have some Yoongi slogans. Obviously my concert slogans. Have some cup sleeves. I'm not showing my whole collection. This is mostly just an album one because I'm lazy and I didn't want to bring everything from my dorm. As for BTS, that's it. Okay, so next I'm gonna do Golden Child, and the one thing I can say about Golden Child is Woolam really loves to make the biggest, most heaviest albums. I literally don't know why. I mean, it's cool and stuff, but like, so for Golden Child, I have an almost full set. I'm missing one album. Like as said before, it's just not at the top of my priority list, but I have their debut, Golcha. I have the one version of Miracle. It's covered in dust. There's a blue version that I do not own. I have both versions of Goldenness. Just see how big these albums are. I have both versions of Wish. I have Reboot, which is very big, and if I didn't think this one was the biggest one I've ever seen, I have Reboot Deluxe Edition. And aside from those Golden Child albums, I had their Season's Greetings from last year. I don't think they did a Season's Greetings this year, but yeah, I have their last year's Season's Greetings. There's the calendar, even though it's not 2019 anymore. I'm just too lazy to take it down, but I think it's a 2020 calendar if I flip it over. I haven't checked. Next is One Us, and this is, I think, the last of, yeah, this is the last of my old groups for boy groups. I have all their albums except for the Japanese one, which I'll probably buy eventually, but I have their debut, Light Us. So pretty. And then I have the both versions of Raise Us, Twilight version and Dawn version. And then my favorite album that I own probably is my fan sign album, Fly With Us. You know, I always gotta take this shit out and look at it because I'm just gonna forever be in disbelief. Like, if you haven't watched the video where I vlogged my fan sign and talked about the experience and you're interested in it, I'll leave the link wherever that little I button is. I don't know. But yeah, there's my boy. My favorite album. I don't know what I want to do with this yet. I haven't decided if I want to like rip the pages out and put them on my wall like I do with my Younghoon and my Daeol fan signs. I haven't decided yet, but love it, love it. So these are just the rest of my boy group albums. For 17, I have Alone. I have Teenage, the white version. This was actually one of my first albums. Did I have it? Oh yeah, I had it. I had this one in my first video actually, and this was my gift from Fina. One of my first gifted albums ever. Love it so much. I have You Make My Day. Yeah, I was thinking You Made My Dawn. Yeah, You Make My Day. Okay, I have the yellow version because it's cute. I have an Ode the Poet version, which comes with so much stuff. I kind of want to get the rest of them. I actually only have one photo card, even though this one came with 4 photo cards, because I sold and traded to people whose biases were that. And yeah, I actually traded with a YouTuber I watch. It's Flover Carrot. I think that's her YouTube. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so I have those, and then I actually have my 17 My Carrot Bong version 2 coming in, and it's actually already at my dorm because I'm seeing 17 at the end of this month in San Jose. So if any of you guys are gonna be at that concert, hit me up. I will be there, posted up in left pit. For Shiny / anybody from Shiny, I have One of One, which is probably my favorite Shiny album. I have Jonghyun's Poet Artist album, which is such a gorgeous album. Oh my gosh, I love this album so much. Like, I will always like have this album super like close and dear to me. And then I have Super M. I have Taemin's version, which I'm planning on buying probably Lucas's version too, but like I love Taemin to death. And I will also be at Super M in San Jose, so if y'all are there, hit me up. For ATs, I only have a couple albums, mostly because like I'm not that big of an AT-nie. So I only have these albums mostly from helping other people get into fan signs. I have Treasure Episode 2, so the Say My Name album. And then I have both Wave and Illusion versions of Episode 3. For NCT, I only have a couple albums, mostly because I don't want to say I fell off, but like, I don't know, I kind of did. I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it, but I sold a couple of them. I used to have NCT 2018, and I used to have Cherry Bomb, but now I just have Regulate. I have the Jungle cover because he's my bias. And then I have Superhuman. So pretty, it's so pretty. To finish off big three, I also have got 7 for 7, and this one I believe I have Young Jay's photo book. This was one of my first albums as well. This just brings back so many memories. Love this album. And then I have Just 2 Focus on Me. I didn't know that there were 2 versions of this album, otherwise I would have bought both versions, but for now I just have this one, and this one has the J-Bone photo book in it. Next up I have Very Very. I have quite a few albums from them. I want to collect all of their albums. I just have been too lazy, but I have the normal and then the DIY limited version of their debut, Very Us. So this is the normal one and this is the debut. This is the DIY. And then I have the regular version of Variable, which is their second album. And then I have the regular version of Very Chill, which is their most recent one, and they're actually having a comeback pretty soon. I have both versions of X1's debut, Quantum Leap, and oh, when you put them together, it makes the X1. Oh, it's such a cool album. I love this album. I hope by the time this video is out, they have been freed from prison. Not prison, they're not actually in prison, but like free from all this BS that's been going on. It makes me really sad because I love them. A fun little disclaimer while I'm editing, because it's obviously not the beginning of the month, it's the end of the month now. X1 is disbanded. Yes, they're disbanded. And I am a clown for taking so long to make this video. But I know X1 is disbanded, so you don't have to comment it. Thank you. Aside from those 2 albums, I also bought their first generation fan club kit. I think I have it shipping here, but I'm gonna be back in San Jose by the time it gets here, so I guess I'll just have to come back home to pick it up, but whatever. So for ONF, I have You Complete Me. It's a really cute album. Love her, love her. And then I have We Must Love, which pisses me off because I hate these stupid albums when they have little stickers. That's why I don't really like them in Ode packaging, but whatever, it's still kind of cute. But I just have those 2. For Infinite, I have Be Back, which is it has Back as the title track, and that's my favorite Infinite song. And then I also have Top Seed, which is probably one of my other favorite Infinite songs, and that one has Tell Me. I'm just gonna go ahead and open this one because I have a specific member version for this one, and I just want to show the photo book because I'm head ass. This photo book has Sunggyo, which he is one of my first male alts. I don't really list him as an alt compared to like Yoongi, Younghoon, and Raven and Dale, mostly because not very active. But yeah, really gorgeous album. This is probably, I think this is one of the first albums I also bought. Yeah. Love Infinite, miss them so much. Lastly, for boy groups, I just have a bunch of assorted albums. I have Teen Top's Exit 0. I don't know, this was just given to me. I won it in a raffle in my club. Pretty cool. I don't really listen to Teen Top, but cool. I have D-Crunch. I don't know if this is their debut. Also bought this from somebody who's doing a fan sign. They're pretty cool. I want to check them out more in 2020 because I really like their comebacks and like their debut. Did they debut 2019? I don't even know, but I like their songs. And then I have TXT's debut, Crown. Love her, love her, love her. And this is upside down. Oh my gosh, such a cool album. And lastly, for boy groups, I have Ace's Undercover, the Mad Squad, which also helped somebody else get into a fan sign. Yeah, that's it for my boy group albums. So next we will go into girl group. I don't really alt nearly as many girl groups as I do boy groups. The groups that I tend to collect the most are IZ*ONE, Bulbagon 4. I'm starting to collect April finally. I'll start with IZ*ONE. I have all of their Korean releases. So I have both versions of their debut, Colorize, I don't know. And then I have both versions of Hard Eyes, and for the Sapphire version, I Actually, I don't even know the names of the versions, but for the blue album, I have the group. And then for the green version, I have Yujin. Which if anybody wants to trade the green version for the group or for Hyewon, just let me know because I'd be more than happy to. I also have their Japanese release. I don't remember which Japanese album this was. I just saw somebody doing a group order and I bought Hyewon's copy because she's my bias. And then on top of all that, I have my IZ*ONE light stick with my Hyewon sticker. I don't know if the batteries are dead or what, but let me just... The batteries always fall out of the thing in this for some reason, and then the light stick won't turn on. I don't know, but I just really hope that they release... I just want Fiesta. I didn't have, okay. I guess the batteries are dead in it, but oh, this is such a pretty light stick, I'm sad. Yeah, it changes colors. It has like the 13 color presets, so one for each member and then one for like the group color. Super pretty. Hope I can use it again. So C&J or whatever, where y'all at? Come on. But yeah, so for Bulbagon 4, I have the Red Planet. I'm not really sure if I have all their albums because I think there's one album I'm missing, but I don't know, but whatever, I don't need it right now. I have these, which is probably my favorite album packaging of all time, which is the Red Diary Part 1 and Part 2. So this one has some, that's the song that like, oh, there's dust on top. That's probably the only song that like most people who don't listen to Bull 4 know. That's this album. And then Part 2. This one, which I'm not really sure what this one's called, but this one has Bulm on it, and that one's really cute as well. It's such like a little planner. I love the way Bulbagon 4 does their album packaging. Like the diaries, the planner, and then this one, Workaholic, is actually, it's like, looks like a mini vinyl. Love that. I love that so much. Next for GWSN, I only have the two most recent albums. I really wanted to buy the debut, but I had just told myself not to spend more money when I was down in LA last time. But I have the Park in the Night Part 2 and then the Park in the Night Part 3. Love those albums so much. For Wee Girls, stan Wee Girls if you don't, obviously. I have their debut On Air. And then I have my signed Ride album because I was a tastemaker. I was not a tastemaker. I was a Make Star. I was a maker on Make Star for this album, and so they sent me a signed album. And then I have the little piece of paper in my dorm, but it basically has like my name on a list saying that I helped make this comeback, which is pretty cool. Next up for April, like I said, I just started collecting, so I only have a couple albums, but I have Mayday, which is probably the smallest album in size that I own. I have the Bluebird, which is one of my favorite April comebacks. Love it so much. And then I have the Ruby, which is Oh My Mistake, which was their best comeback of all time, which alongside other comebacks was one of the best because all their comebacks are always really good and I want them to come back in 2020 because we got nothing in 2019. It makes me sad. I have ITZY's, not their debut, they didn't have a debut album, but if they did I would have bought it. I have It's Icy, both versions. Love this version, love the holograph, I just love it. Oh, this makes me so sad. I used to ult Unity, it makes me so sad. Ugh, just miss them so much. I have both of Unity's albums. There are only two albums they ever had, which was Line and why is it? Oh, I don't know. So yeah, I have Line and I have Begin with the End. I miss Unity so much. I will never like forgive whatever stupid company took care of them, who treated them like trash and only gave them one comeback. I mean, UMB got treated like garbage too, but do not get me started with that because it will make me cry on camera. Let me get into my SM girls next. I have Holiday Nights, just the holiday version for Girls' Generation, which was like their last full group comeback. I mean, minus Jessica, but like they're minus like major comeback, I guess. I really miss Girls' Generation. I also have the First Scene, which was Yuri's solo debut. Pretty good. And then yeah, that's it for Girls' Generation, which they used to be one of my ults, but like other albums, just the times I stan them, I didn't really want to buy albums, or I wasn't able to buy albums yet. Speaking of SM albums, I totally forgot about this one, but I have EXO's Don't Mess Up My Tempo, which was honestly an impulse buy. This has been listed on my Depop for a while. I have nothing against EXO, I just don't really stan them the way that I used to, and I don't collect their albums, and so I don't really have a reason to hold on to this one. But yeah, lastly for SM artists, I have Really Bad Boy. I really want to buy their newest one for Psycho. Do not say anything, but I didn't really like a couple of their last few comebacks, and Psycho really brought me back into Red Velvet. So I definitely will probably stan Red Velvet a little harder again. I also want to buy Russian Roulette. I can't believe I never bought that one. For Twice is one of my, I'd say Twice is probably like one of my favorite girl groups of all time now. They're up there obviously with my ults. They have too many albums and I cannot buy all their albums, and I don't really need to or want to buy all their albums because it's too many, but I have one version of What Is Love, and then I have the white version of Feel Special. Yeah. Other JYP / ex-JYP artists, I have Warning by Sunmi, which is my favorite Sunmi comeback. I have one version of Luna++. One of my biggest regrets when it came to collecting was always holding off on buying Luna albums because I never really understood the fact that they were going to be going out of print until they all actually went out of print, and this is the only album I have. And yeah, I really wanted to buy Eve's. I ran into the albums I wanted like so many times in my life, and I was like, oh, I'll buy it eventually, and now they don't have it. Not even mad. I'm not even mad. Whatever. Not mad. Totally not mad. I have Black Dress by CLC, which was one of my favorite comebacks by them, especially like recently, but yeah. And then for the last two albums in my collection, I have Promise 9's Love Bomb album. I don't know what it was called. Oh, it was Love Factory, huh? Does it say? Oh, From 9. But yeah, that's this one. I want to collect Promise 9, but it just kind of fell off for me. They didn't fall off for me, it just the collecting them fell off for me. Might pick it up again if I decide to start buying more albums again. But last but not least, I have Dreamcatcher's Alone in the City, the pink version. I loved What so much. I'd say PD is my favorite Dreamcatcher comeback, but I loved this comeback so much when it came out, and I love this album to death, and it's just really pretty. Like, it's so pretty. Yeah, I think that's all the albums I own. As you can see, I've spent lots of money on albums in the past 2 years. Yeah, love that for me. I don't really know what to say. It's just sitting here with all the albums in this room. It's like, this isn't even like, this is probably only like half of them because the rest of them are like on the floor and stuff. But yeah, I have a lot of albums and I'm pretty happy with my collection. I'm excited for like the future of my collection, I guess. I don't know, but I really do want to downsize on some albums, so please, like I said earlier, check out the links below. Check out my Instagram, check out my Twitter. I'd say messaging me on Twitter or Instagram is a lot easier than purchasing through Depop because I don't check Depop very often and my app is really glitchy. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this. Let me know if there's other kinds of videos you guys want to see from me. I will definitely be doing like a photo card binder tour pretty soon. This obviously isn't all the K-pop merch I own. I have a lot more like assorted things like slogans and stuff in my dorm. Let me know if you guys want to see a video on stuff like that. I just need more ideas for videos because my pea-sized brain cannot process what kind of videos to do on her own. So that was not even English. Oh my god. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, show your mom, show your dad, show your dog, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.